So, the city of Boeth hosts a series of games like an Olympics every 10 years and have done for centuries, with the winners awarded amazing prizes. People travel from all over the lands to participate in these games, including your characters. So we are on the eve of the game's beginning, and the city has been filling up all day. All manner of travellers, merchants, people to compete, and you have all managed to find lodgings in the inn of the Cloak and Stagger. So I will put your character thingies on. So we got. So if you want to place yourselves wherever you wish to be sitting.
I can't move mine. There we go. I got her.
Nearly done.
Yeah, no worries.
There's a leg there.
It's not a Legna, it's theatre.
Tell it to your PC back screen, darling.
Hello.
And we have.
I cleaned a bit of my room, didn't get to start the pasta, I got a bit too tired. I organised like the field blocks.
Yeah.
But I got really tired, so I just kind of gave up on
Well,
the
that's fine.
piles.
I'll carry on tomorrow.
I have a little like pile. It's got some Funko Pop boxes
Yeah.
and that claw machine thing. I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, don't worry.
It's just there in the bin. I don't want to throw it away. It's just there.
Okay, we'll sort out something for it.
I also did a bit in my desk table, but I don't think it does in that.
No,
that
that's
good.
fine. I can sort it the rest tomorrow. Thank you very much for doing that. Cool.
I got like a down little bar part, Sailor Moon part.
Yeah.
Then the other side at the top it's just a bunch of this stuff.
Cool. Do you want to come and say hi? Come and say hi. Come and
No.
say hi.
Mom!
Bye. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
She's been tidying her room and then started to tell me about what she's tidying because I've been nagging her about it for ages.
As all good mother do. Christ, I still get off a moment for my room isn't tidied.
So the question is, do we recognise? So would Frey recognise Twig from Callum's, or are we going completely?
You can all still have the relationships you've had before. You could have all travelled together, travelled separately, and just happened to meet up there. However you guys would like to do that.
I think I might go fresh, considering that Frey's also a completely new race than what she was before.
Is everybody else the same as what they were before?
I am exactly the same. So's Twig. Just can't change their race.
Because we don't have Genasi in Roll20, so I've gone for Asamar? Asamir?
Asamir, yeah, pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
I will happily keep that same token if needs be, but I'll go to what I was in the other one.
No.
And then we all know each.
We'll try different
Yeah,
things.
honestly, it's fine.
No, try different things.
Yeah, I prefer it.
What were you?
Some form of rogue thing.
Were you? Hey, you barkeep. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There is time for a little RP now if you wish before anything else happens.
Who's that? Oh, I see.
That's Twig.
I mean, God, let me put a cat. Sorry, I got that loud there.
So.
Oh, Eddie Murphy would call that a donkey. Donkey.
So Frey is going to. I'm just going to wander around and just kind of observe what's going on with people. So whatever's going on at this table.
The place is like buzzing. Everyone is high spirits. Drinks flowing. Food is constantly being brought out, and yeah, everybody seems to be excited and talking about the upcoming competitions. Many of which some of these people weren't old enough to compete in the 10 years ago, but I've heard stories from parents and aunties and uncles and whatnot. So yeah, the whole place is buzzing.
Cool. So what are these guys doing here? Are they all drinking? Are they the same team?
No, they are there. So you have a human barbarian of the name. Oh, don't tell me I didn't do the humans.
Human.
Love it.
But we have two elves sat there, and their names are Elred and Alisa. And they are talking about the archery competition, which they're excited about.
I think Frey's just going to stand a little too close and just observe. She's not that great socially.
And you do, and one of them will turn around and say, "Would you like a drink?"
I think so, yes.
And just pours from a large jug of ale and passes you a glass of ale. Or yeah.
Thank you. And she's just going to hold it. Not do anything, not drink it, not do anything. She's just going to hold it and be like, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Are you here for the games as well? Are you competing or spectating?
Competing, I think. I don't really know a lot about these games.
Fantastic, legendary. I mean, they've been going on for centuries, and the rewards, the prizes, they are fantastic. They're amazing. I hope I win.
Is that why you're doing it, for the prizes?
Prizes and the reputation.
Interesting.
It goes a long way to be a champion of these games.
Interesting. And then she's going to just walk away mid-conversation and go and check what's going over here.
Cool. Ali, what are you doing?
I'm just at the bar sipping the finest gin and tonic that this bar has to offer. Just people watching general.
You would notice it's not the greatest gin and tonic. It's almost like mid-range. as if you're not in the best bar, but you're not in the
roughest either.
Yeah.
Just tell him it was the best gin and tonic that they had.
But yeah, the barman's there and he's serving you. You see this woman next to you who seems to have a resemblance to the barman. She's putting drinks on trays and moving around and delivering drinks and food to tables. At the end of the bar you'll see a red dragonborn, a female gnome and a human male, all sat there drinking, chatting.
Farley's just going to chill where he is and just people watch some more and enjoy his gin.
Cool. Angela?
I'll plonk myself at the bar.
Yeah.
I'll look at the people on either side and be like, "Hi."
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Can I have a drink, please, barman? Hi.
Yeah, call me Sol. What can I get you?
I'll have whatever they're having.
Well,
And one for my new friend here. New friend? New friend?
Which one's the new friend, right or left?
I'm asking both of them.
Well, the one on the left, the girl there, she will smile at you and say, no drinks for me. Father doesn't like me drinking while we're working.
One mocktail for this one then.
And the other one will say, yeah, of course. Let's, why don't we have a bottle of wine?
And one wine for the snob at the side of me. Hi.
And yeah, Sol goes back and you see him mix a little drink and mix a mocktail. You can see him pouring juices and squeezing different fruits and making a drink, making a mocktail. He puts it on the bar and brings a bottle of wine over and brings you a drink of your choice. And please, first rounders on the house.
Oh, thank you. I like this guy. So what are you doing here? What's your name?
My name, it's Murdesh.
Murdesh. Oh, I like that name.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I'm here for the wrestling.
Ooh, I like wrestling. What else do they do in these games?
There is archery. There is arcane competitions. Just feats of strength, speed. There's running events. Anything you can imagine, really.
That sounds so good. I'll cheer you on at the wrestling.
Yeah, you not competing yourself?
I shall dabble in a few.
I mean, even if you don't, I mean, the food here is so fantastic, and you can earn a lot gambling on these games.
Ooh, I like to gamble. So if I put my money on you to win, is that going to be a sure thing?
I would say yes, but I mean, the competition is fierce.
I don't need to hear any more. You said yes. I'll put my money on you to win. Don't let me down.
And as he's talking to you, you see out the corner of his eyes, he's kind of looking around the room as there's just something moving around constantly, and he's just checking out what that is.
What's up?
Just that one over there seems to have a lot of energy.
Is he doing zoomies? 2 o'clock in the morning zoomies for no reason.
Just running about the pub for no apparent reason. Yeah.
Has Twig spotted a ghost that no one else can see?
Does that protect you?
Hey, kitty.
Genuinely wanted to see if anybody had noticed what was happening.
Oh, I noticed right at the start.
He's exhibited just general cat behaviour, jumping across the tables, aimlessly wandering up in people's faces for no reason, up on the table wagging it, like, brushing the tail past people's faces. And
Are you a human-sized cat?
Oh yeah, but
Yes.
Twig doesn't have any real realization that he's person-sized. He still is very much like a wild cat that's just doing whatever he wants.
I'll say one question. I've actually got 2 questions. Clothes, or are you like the movie Cats?
No, yeah, clothes, like with just sort of loose druidic sort of.
And while you're on the table, are you doing the usual cat behaviour of like, oh, there's your ass?
Yeah, no, genuinely
that's why I had to ask question 1 first.
Yeah, no, that is exactly what he's doing. Just getting all up in everybody's face, being a real pain in the ass.
Cool.
You would have noticed though that the mood is so high in this place that everybody's just giggling and nobody's finding it offensive in the slightest. They all are enjoying you seeing you run around.
Frey is half-heartedly trying to find what's going on, and she's kind of headed to the. Assume it's a stage area, which is where.
It is, yes, where you see a human playing a flute, providing music for everybody.
Are they any good?
They're okay. You've heard better, but I mean, this isn't.
No, Frey hasn't heard any better. She's not heard better. She's entranced.
But he puts his flute away and he just shouts out to everyone. So, before the games start tomorrow, how about we have a little warm-up tonight? I have a game we can play. Any takers?
Me.
Why, yes.
I like games.
Twig heard play. Just like, ooh, play.
I'll play. I want to play. Can I play?
I can partake in a few.
Well, the game is it's called Drink and Toss.
Oh, I'm good at that.
So
Drinking, that is.
he points
I'm
over
sure
here
that
where
sounds like
the-
so much
well,
fun.
Oh, he points to down where on the side of the stage here. There's like a picture of a
Points down
painted,
and says, I drink, you toss.
I've not
painted dragon.
I've not done drinking or tossing. This will be fun.
Ah, it's so much fun, but it's a big painted dragon you see, but it's faded, and you can see where it's got chips out of it. Where and he says, "Throw a knife, hit the target, miss, you have a drink. Last man, woman, cat
Fairy.
standing, and fairies too. Winner will get 10 gold pieces."
Oh, this could be fun.
Cool.
So who would like to go first?
So where is it taking place?
Me.
Is it in
So it's just like we'll say it's like the dragon is sort of on there, so then people can have like a oki to throw from.
Okay, let's move.
So it is just going to be a straight D20 to see if you hit. Whoever would like to go first?
Should we roll initiative?
We can do, but I mean we could just.
I got a 13.
Okay, I'll go.
So Angela, you you throw your dagger. That's been provided for you, and Fayita.
Can I just say, I've just took the dagger and I've just run up to it and threw it straight away. I've not stopped, I've not paused, I've just run it through.
What? Just ran through and just stabbed it.
Yeah.
And he's there. Seem a little over eager there, my friend.
I'm not eager, I don't know what you're talking about.
You stand at the line, and you throw the dagger, and you have to hit. This is the toss in the name.
Oh,
Okay,
so
I'll go last.
Frey steps up next and just takes a knife and throws it. Okay.
But yeah, the first 3 shots all fly perfectly. Actually, no, the first shot was just Angela stabbing it. So yeah, so Frey throws and hits the target, hits the dragon in the head, followed by I need to remember the guy's names. Valor, who hits him, and again you hit him in the meat of the body. Then Twig comes up and throws his dagger, and as he throws it, the bottom end of the dagger hits the board and it doesn't stick in, falls out. And as he does, there's a huge cheer, and everyone just starts, drink, drink. And then I need you to do a Constitution check.
Just a straight con check or a con
Just-
save?
Do a con save, yes. That's okay. So yeah, Twig takes down the drink and necks it, and
It's okay,
it seems
the
like
first
strong,
drink.
strong alcohol. But yeah, he gets a little lightheaded to begin with, but he soon regains his composure. And yes, Fayita, again, you throw and your dagger does the same thing. As it spins through the air, the butt of the dagger hits the wall, and again another cheer erupts and another round of drink, drink, drink.
I'm jumping up and clapping at this point.
The hell you just
What? I did a constitution saving throw.
Oh.
it shouldn't be doing that.
Your attribute was found.
Oh, true.
It's a bit weird.
Well, my constitution is +3, so if I just roll a d20 and +3, is that how it works?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, Fayita takes this drink and she doesn't even react as she downs the drink as if it's just drinking water. And then it will be back round to you, my winged friend.
Okay, so I do that again,
Yes, have another throw.
and she takes it and throws exactly the same, in exactly
Yeah.
the same way.
And again, it hits, and just next to where the first dagger landed, and almost as if you've hit both eyes.
Was that good?
And yeah, you hear people again. There's a cheer as that hits, and you can hear people whispering, "Oh, she's good. We have to keep an eye on her."
Good shot, my lady.
Thank you. This is fun.
And then it'd be how about you now, then, Fallon?
Ah, we shall see. We shall see. Oh, and I do the exact same again.
Yeah, so yours hits in exactly the same spot next to each other. Again, you've hit two identical shots, and again, cheers. Everyone seems to be having a great time.
Nice shot,
And
my
then-
lady.
How about you, our feline friend? If you can stand still long enough.
That's a no.
So again, you throw. This time, your knife just stick in the board, but it misses the target and just lands above. And again, drink, 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 and then that'll be another con save.
This bodes well. While I'm rolling that, I have a question.
Yes.
Is it Fayetta or Fajita or because whenever
Fajita.
Scott says that, I'm convinced he's saying Fajita.
Better.
Yeah.
Fajita.
A flying Mexican burrito. So it's Fayetta.
Better, yeah.
Is Fayetta like a tiny flying fairy creature?
Yes, but
Right. Okay.
Oh dear. Oh shit.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Just Twig.
I'm hovering just out of reach.
Yeah. This time, as Twig takes the drink, that first drink seems to have woken him up, and he takes the second drink fine, and he feels has very little effect on him. Next up is Fayetta. You just hover above Twig's head as he walks back. Yeah, and this time your dagger hits the dragon in the tail. You hit it, and the crowd cheers, and you don't have to drink this time. But then we go back to, I want to say top of the round, but no, back to Frey.
Oh, again. Okay, this is still fun. So I take the dagger and
Stab.
This time you throw, and as you do,
that's,
you miss the dragon. It kind of lands just below and eruptions of cheers. Ah, she's not that good, but in a boisterous and fun way. She missed.
oh,
And drink. Then we'll need a con save.
and what is this we're drinking?
It's a concoction. Like nothing you've drank before.
Okay. Well, she just takes it and swigs it back in one shot.
And yet you seem to enjoy it. It seems fine to you. You are
Did I
quite
win?
good at con saves. You're doing well, but competition's still going on.
Okay.
Now back to Fallon to have a go.
Oh, let's see how this one goes.
You again throw the dagger, and it goes spinning through the air and plunges into the wall again. Well, this time misses. After your first two hit, you missed the third time.
Too much
And the
gin.
crowd cheer and drink. That'll be a con save.
Oh!
And you down this drink, and as soon as you do, you feel it burn the back of your throat,
Oh.
and you start feeling a little bit woozy, and you kind of start stumbling as you walk back, and you collapse, fast asleep. And
Sweet dreams.
everybody else hears this. I mean, you're fast asleep, and the place erupts and cheers louder than anyone else has so far. As soon as one falls asleep, and a couple of the local people in the bar here, you see one of the orcs over here, and let's say halfling or gnome. So they come and start helping carry you away and place you on one of the benches over here to lay down. Oh, maybe not there because if someone gets in that one.
Good night, my lady. Good night.
Next up then will be Twig. So
Really distracted by this fair.
Twig, yeah. That's the way I say it. You're not even looking at the target. You're looking up and throw, and you miss again, and need another con save.
Drink, pretty cat, drink.
And
What you
manages-
like, dagger throwing, he makes up for in necking like a champ.
yeah. Yeah, he necks it without even taking his eyes off the little fairy flying above his head, and he manages to stomach that. But next it is Fayetta.
Before I take my turn, I'd like to just fly over to Frey and like prop up by her ear somewhere. But listen, lady, you need to start behaving yourself. There's games here tomorrow. If you start showing them how good you are now, they're going to have your head on a stick tomorrow.
Why would they put my head on a stick?
Oh, yay, my turn. I'm going to fly back over,
Head is
take
on
my
a stick?
dart, and
What stick?
Great shot. You hit the dragon, what would be its neck, and the crowd cheers. And
can I do it at disadvantage though, because I'm trying to deliberately be bad?
yes, of course you can. So yeah, you throw, and it looks like the knife is gonna hit straight in the neck, but as you do, it just doesn't quite stick into, and it falls out. And drink, and everybody's
Drink.
banging their tankards on
Drink.
the table, and everyone's saying drink.
Drink.
Oof! And as you do,
So it's a 6.
you take it and you start feeling woozy, and your wings stop moving, and as you do, you start to fall. You are caught,
No, get me away from the cat.
but not by the cat though. No, there is a wizard sat at the back, and a spectral hand forms and catches you, and as it does, it carries you back and places you onto the table, sleeping next to Fallon. So then we go back to Frey to go next.
So, am I throwing or drinking?
Throwing first and then drinking.
Okay, throwing again.
That's better.
And yeah, again, you miss, and the place erupts, and everybody's cheering.
Drink.
And banging at the drink,
Drink.
drink,
Drink.
and they pass you
Drink.
like this tankard of alcohol. Be a con save.
Okay. Did I win?
Ooh. You are still on your feet, feeling a little bit woozy, but you are okay.
Doesn't notice any difference. She's always a bit woozy. Okay.
You hear some like talking at the back, and these guys can throw and they can drink. A 16 after the couple of drinks that Twig has had, he throws, and this time he thinks he's hit the target, but it misses by just a fraction of an inch.
I hit the other one.
But yeah, you miss, and the crowd go wild, and the people are all starting to crowd round and all start watching, and they're all cheering to drink. And again, it is nothing to Twig. He
20,
is
20, 21.
yeah, he is manning this He's just like he's a machine, drinking machine.
You are good at this game.
Like drinking it, or are you drinking it like licking it like a cat?
Yeah, so like slowly, like them. I specifically requested by drinking a saucer.
And then we move to Frey to throw.
Again? Oh?
Yes.
Is that better?
Again, maybe it's the alcohol. Your sight's kind of a bit blurred, but you throw and you miss. Comfortably miss.
That's
And
a shame.
again, everybody's
Drink,
cheering
drink,
and drink.
Drink.
And you down this drink, and everybody cheers as you drink, and you turn and smile, and that smile starts to drop as your eyes start feeling heavy, and you start to fall back, and as you do, you fall into the crowd who catch you and cushion your fall,
Did I win?
and you fall asleep. And as that happens, the rest of the crowd all start mobbing Twig and patting him on the back, and
Didn't
you hear him all cheering.
Joking in booze change.
One by default.
And you are given a little purse with some gold coins.
Missed every throw, just managed to outdrink everybody. Just for a laugh. Yeah, I would have missed that one as well.
Do the con save, let's see.
Drink.
Yeah, that would have done it. I already won, so no backsies.
But the party continues, but you, Twig will at least see that the people there start carrying the three that lost the game up to comfortable beds upstairs, and they are left to sleep off the night.
Is there a fireplace in here anywhere?
There would be one, yes. I can't see where it'd be on the map, but there would be a
Wherever
fireplace
it
with
would
a
be.
roaring flame.
Curl up in front of the fireplace and have a snooze.
Yeah, the place is party for a little while, then it starts dackering down as people are settling down for the night, and Twig circles for about 15 minutes trying to get comfortable and falls asleep next to a fire. And you all have a nice restful evening.
How much money did I win?
10 gold pieces.
Yay! Just tripled my wealth.
So, but we will then start up in the morning. You all wake up feeling refreshed, not feeling particularly groggy after your evenings drinking, and you come downstairs, and as you do, you see breakfast, breads, sausages, fruits are all brought to the table. So if you want to seat yourself in any tables you wish.
It's alright. Twig just goes and sits on from Frey's lap.
Hello.
Well, hello, my lady.
Hello, my lady.
So, does anyone know who won last night? I seem to have had a
Just there
Too many.
batting this bag of gold coins backwards and forwards.
I think it was the... I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
I am Fallon, and who are you?
I am Frey.
Very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Who's your feline companion?
I have no idea.
Ah,
He seems fun though.
yes, he is. Keeps me
Batting his bag of
entertained.
gold that he won.
Alright.
You see, you were some of the first down. A lot of the other people haven't quite made it downstairs yet.
Can I cast light? As a
I don't know.
As a
Can
little,
you?
Yeah, as a little beam on the table, just to kind of try and get the cat's attention.
I'll say yes.
Does it work?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Twig.
I mean, it would definitely work. We immediately up on the table, like cat style, bum in the air, wiggling. Like.
As he jumps on the table, I'm going to hover further in the air.
What is your name?
Are you talking to Twig?
Yeah.
Twig's distracted by a beam of light.
Do you have a name? I'm going to stop the light.
1 second.
No, Harry's here. He's distracted. He's twigging it up.
He is knee deep in RP. Oh, Graham and RP. Oh, I'm so proud.
He's distracted by a smaller kitten. Oh.
Yeah. Aww.
While he's distracted by his kitten, I want to try and set his head. But just the top between his two ears.
So
yeah.
while he's distracted, I'm going to talk to Fayetta. Be like, when do I need the stick?
Sorry, you came to steal a donut off me.
Oh.
Twig will have introduced
What are you on
himself.
about?
Sorry.
There was talk of a stick. You said my head would need a stick.
Speak to the cat first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Twig would have just introduced himself as Twig, and said, "I'm sure we've met before. You look familiar."
Maybe I am. I don't know.
I feel like there was a room with a big eyeball somewhere.
Oh, that's... I thought that was a dream. If so, it's nice to meet you again, Mr. Twig.
Can everybody roll me a perception check quickly?
Perception.
23.
15.
14.
Oh,
Feta, roll the perception roll.
If you're rolling from the app, it's absolute fun.
No, she's rolling. She's rolling from the website, which is.
so you all, while you're there chatting, start hearing noises outside. Start hearing like the clang of steel on steel and faint screams and shouts.
Oh, this is far too early in the morning for this to be happening.
I'm already going to see what it is. Where is it outside?
Yes.
Kitty cat.
Is that here?
So that, yeah. It'll be there for his exit.
Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Are we gonna have a problem, or are you gonna leave me alone? Are we gonna have a problem, or are you gonna leave me alone? I'll pull out little bits of my rations and throw him like bits of meat down. Be a good kitty and leave me alone. I don't taste nice.
He'll eat it.
Actually, I think you'll find that fairies actually taste wonderful if cooked in butter.
Do you want me to slice your throat?
Oh, not in the slightest, but it'd be fun to see you try.
No, are we going to go and have a look at this noise or not?
Yes, let's go and join up with her new companion, Frey. She looks as if could be a danger to herself.
Yes.
So as you all get up from the table,
Where is
4
that coming from?
arrows from the windows.
To the walls.
You will see at the windows around the tavern, you see arrows come through. So the first one would have been aimed at Twig as he's nearest, so a 9 I'm guessing would miss.
Yes.
Then the second one would have been at Fayeta, because she's at the back.
Yep.
So I'm guessing 11 would have missed.
Yep.
21 would have been at the next target, which unfortunately I'm saying would be Frey.
That will hit.
Still not doing it.
So that's 6 piercing damage. I'm just going to roll on here so there's no fudging tonight.
Oh god.
And then the 12 that hits will be aimed towards Fallon, which again I imagine will miss.
Only just though.
And then, as that happens, you are also going to see the door burst open. And a bunch of... Is it a bunch or a gaggle of goblins? They're going to start making their way in. Weapons drawn, ready to fight. Now we will roll initiative.
Any ideas why mine's not rolling on the thing?
I know.
Close it, open it without turn it out in daytime mode. I don't know.
Okay.
It might do something. I don't know.
That's not happening for my initiative.
Was that a 2?
Scott, would it work if can you roll from Fayetta's sheet? Because then if it's a problem with the sheet or the access.
The access then.
That's... I've just tried pressing it. Oh yes, it will work for me, so...
I'll just stick with rolling a 20 and adding to it.
Are you sure? I can... wait.
13.8.
It's got you down as being able to control and edit, yeah.
I'm going to open up again. I'll join back in a minute.
There are 2 copies of Angela's character on.
Yeah, I'll delete one of them.
That might be what it was if she had the...
2 copies? I can only see 1.
No, there was one in the public and one in non-public.
My game opened in the non-public one. I'm not looking at anything I shouldn't be.
I don't mind if you do.
It was just there. Plus, it was easier for me to add and change all my token settings and stuff that way.
I'm going to try again, Angela, just see if it does help. That does work now. But we'll keep you 13.8. Twig, what did Twig roll?
It rolled 11.18. It worked.
Yeah, but we'll keep you 13.8.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yep.
And then mine is... I know, but I am going to go last. So they've just loosened their arrow, so the rest of them are preparing to shoot again, and the other ones have just burst in, so we will start with them starting the next round first. So we will start the round with Fayetta.
Okay.
Oh, my next be over here.
7. Hang on a minute. Let's see what that is.
I don't think the monster should ever go first.
Every move Fayettah makes is determined by a roll of the dice, just a heads up. 6.
Oh no.
7. Oh no, it's not that one. Ignore that. It's that 7. It's
Ice knife, is it?
ice knife. Yep. That's...
That would definitely hit.
I can't roll damage, can I? Oh. There.
So does it need
nice,
a deck save?
Yeah, it does that damage first, and then this one here, and then it does a deck save and it shatters.
Okay, so which one is it you're hitting, sorry?
The one at the front to start with.
So yes, this blade of ice and cold just erupts and flies straight into the goblin, and you see it hit him in the neck as he falls down, totally motionless, no longer breathing.
And then it shatters. Message. There we go.
So I will do.
On a hit, take that. Yep.
So there's 2 of them there. So 1 succeeds and 1 fails. Is that where they take the 7 cold damage?
Each creature in 5 foot must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. Yes.
So
Yes,
which one of the 2 goblins do you want to kill that are next to him?
Well, the one diagonal. It's more likely to bounce off him, isn't it?
Yeah, so the first one hits the first goblin, and as it does, it shatters. The one behind him seems to be like shielded from it, but the other one just gets showered in ice shards. That sort of like just hit him all over the place, and he just sort of like blood just squirts out everywhere, and
Nice.
he falls down dead next to his friend.
I'm gonna get really, really giddy and jump up, clapping like, "Yay! Yeah, you're welcome."
After seeing that, it will be Frey next.
Okay, I am going to just checking through all my spells. Bear with, I've got a load of new spells I've not used before. I am going to cast Burning Hands. This is a cone-based spell. So it's a 15-foot cone for me with a DC save of 13.
Don't have the.
Oh, do you want the words?
No, just I don't think the
Shapes.
cones are on here. Yeah. But I'll do one. So you're doing it from where you're standing?
Yes.
So that would be 5, 10. So that would be 15 feet away.
Oh, so maybe I'll move closer then.
Yes.
Just gonna step right into the middle of them. Unafraid.
So yeah, that will hit the first. No, the 3 that are behind the dead ones. That one, that one, and that one. They need to do a.
It's a DC 13. Dexterity save. Oh.
So yeah, the first one here that's kind of hidden behind him. He doesn't see it come in, so he will get hit. But the other 2 do save.
Cool,
3d6.
That's what I'm gonna do. And that's me done.
You rolled your damage?
Yes.
3d6. Oh, so yeah, 12. So first one dies instantly, just in a burnow around him, and the other 2 you see squealing in pain. They look severely burnt, still alive, but very, very badly burnt. Yeah, very, very hurt. Is that Frey done?
So she puts her hands down and looks around for anyone else around her.
So next up is Twig.
Okay. So that's an 8 to hit, so that'll miss.
Yeah, so yeah, you do, but as you do, he kind of is able to dodge out the way of the attack.
I think that's all I can do for now. Let me just double check.
Yes, level 3 again.
Yeah, sucks being level 3. Yeah, that's me for now.
Cool, then we move to Fallon.
Fallon would like to use a bonus action to activate Blade Song. And then
Cool.
he would move 5, 10.
So do you actually play music? Is there actual music going as you
Oh.
activate that? No.
Oh, it's magic.
I was just going to have the bard with the flute match your song and sort of...
It's called Blade Song for the way you move, I think it is. Just bumps my AC up a little bit.
Cool.
And then I'm going to attack that one that's in front of Twig.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take Harry up to bed. Won't be a sec.
Yeah, no worries.
I slash at him with my battle axe, does that hit?
A 16 will hit.
Oh, very good.
You will have advantage as you are flanking, so if you wish to roll... Yes, 19.
Because we are
Crit on.
flanking you, you get advantage.
I get 1 more damage.
So yeah, you hit him with your battle axe and the cut beds deep into his shoulder as you tower above him with an overhand strike, and you cleave through flesh and bone. And as you pull your axe out, there's kind of a squelching noise as blood pours out. He again, this one, like you've heard before, squeals in pain, holds his shoulder, but he's still standing, managing to keep his feet.
That is your one chance to run away.
And you'll hear just, I'm not running away from you. We have a job to do.
Yes, very badly.
And then what is going to happen first is, as it is now my turn, 3 arrows come from the windows on the right hand side. This guy is going to dash and make his way over here, but the first one is going to be aimed at Frey. That's a 22, not Frey, sorry, Fayetta. So that'll be a 22 to hit Fayetta.
That hits.
That's a 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
Which, don't know if that's rolled there. Let's roll that again.
It's Twig!
Right.
It's Twig! It's actual Twig! Look, he's there! Graham's actually wild shaped into Twig.
It's amazing skills.
So no, sorry, Fayetta takes 7 points of piercing damage from the first arrow. The second arrow would have been aimed at Twig as he's nearest, and then unfortunately I think the next one would have been aimed at Fallon as he's nearest to the window after those two, and that would have been the 24 crit to hit. But I mean, you only take 1 more damage than what Fayetta did, even though it's a crit, so didn't roll particularly grand.
What am I taking?
8 points of piercing damage.
That's fine.
The one in front of Twig is going to attack in a moment, but this one is going to step forward. This one steps forward, and they get in a line behind you. So there'll be 3 scimitar attacks. So the first one's a 17 on Twig. The next one is a 15 to hit Fallon.
15, that'll miss.
That misses, and then it's a 12 to hit Frey.
That misses.
So we'll just do the
That's
damage.
so nice to
until
hear,
Graham-
actually having a good AC.
So we have to remember that 7 slashing damage to Fallon, because I'm sure 17 will hit.
Matches.
Oh, for Fallon. I mean, not Fallon.
Yeah,
Sorry, for Twig. Sorry.
Twig. That's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry, I meant Twig. So I'll have to tell Graham when he comes back. But that's the end of the Goblin's turn, and it is now back to the top of the round with Fayetta.
I've added more into it, so it's not the same as last time. Now I'm going to hover 30 feet in the air.
Yep.
And then I've got flying speed equal to that, so. I'm going to pull out my Vesper, my short bow ribbon.
That will hit.
Huzzah!
Not this one.
So as you hover in the air, you aim with your short bow, and the arrow penetrates straight into the top of his skull, embedding in his brain, and he collapses in front of Frey. Just falls to his feet. I mean, falls to his knees, and then collapses, face plants right at your feet.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm a bit confused. So, for some reason, I've got level 2 and 3 spells, but I don't think I have any spell slots. So how was I able to choose? No, level 3.
Because I have that. Is it in your one of your racial or background feats?
It must be
Possibly.
something like that, yeah, because you get a spell you can cast once per day.
Flaming Sphere. Sphere, even.
Because I've got a level 3 spell with no level 3 spell slot.
Yeah.
But I'm able to do it with.
Flaming
What does it
Sphere
say on
and
your
Scorching
character
Ray.
sheet?
I don't know, not
Let's have a look at
yeah,
let's have a look
not
at
in
something.
there.
Oh, what's up?
Resistance, light bearer. You know the light cantrip? No.
Yes, it talks about cantrips. Maybe I do get them.
I don't know if you should. Level 3, I think,
Yeah,
is
because it's quite high.
level. That's level 5. That's fireball. So I think you get that at
Yeah.
level 5.
Because if I look at, I've got. They seem way too OP.
Yes.
I'll ignore those and figure out what went wrong on that.
Well, that's why I was just looking at if you do have any racial features that mean you can cast it once per day,
Yeah. No.
which I couldn't see any on there.
I mean, the only one I've got. So I've got
level.
Warding Flare here because I've created that bit for it.
No, I can't see any reason why you should have level 3 myself, but I might be incorrect.
Well, what I'll do is I'll have my turn and I'll just do a bit of research to find out what's happened with that. So I am going to. I'm going to cast a cantrip. Is it my go now?
It is your go now,
yeah.
yes.
I'm going to cast my cantrip Word of Radiance.
So, Constitution saving throw.
Each creature of your choice you can see within range must succeed. So of course I'm going to choose all the goblins.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to get 2 of those. No, one of them. It's a 5 feet range.
Can I just step over his corpse?
Yeah, go on then.
I'm going to just step over his corpse and not even think twice about it.
So, as unfortunately, Graham, unless is your AC 17 or
17, yes.
it is. So this will be the new mechanic then. So as it tries to hit you with its scimitar, I would like a Dex versus Dex. So if you want to just do a straight Dex, we're going to do a Dex off. So yeah, no. So when it matches, I'm doing either a strength or a Dex off, and whoever wins. So as he does, you're able to move a little bit quicker than he is, and instead of taking the 7 points of slashing damage, you take 0 slashing damage now. Then 2 con saves. So a 20 and a 14.
They
but
both
then
they both match. Oh well, they're both higher.
Yes.
So that fails.
Right.
So as she'd step forward to summon this light, but it doesn't hit them, she's just going to seem a bit confused.
They shield their eyes when they see this bright light.
Okay, that's all I'm going to do.
Then it is Twig's turn.
I'm going to try and get them again. 12.
Have advantage because he's being flanked now.
12.
Unfortunately, again, as you do, he's able to slide out of the way.
Freaking goblins.
And 15. But then, yeah, Fallon, you see Twig attempt to hit twice, hit and miss, and it is your turn next.
I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And that will be it for that time.
Cool. Well, it is the goblins' turn again, so there is going to be 3 more short bow attacks coming from the window. So the first one will be at Twig for a 19 to hit. That's 4 piercing damage. The second one is going to be aimed at Fallon, 17.
It misses.
It misses. And then the third one will be at Fayetta with a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
That's 5 piercing damage. As you see these goblins just still at the window, firing shot after shot at you. You see everyone else in the inn is starting to take cover as if to self-preservation to make sure they're fit and healthy to compete. But then we go back to the top of the round with Fayetta. So you take the arrow, then it is your turn next.
Hold up. Make sure I was down so I don't have to keep counting it. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting.
It's okay, it's anticipation.
What's she gonna roll? What's she gonna roll? What's she gonna roll?
Nothing of interest.
Infestations.
Is that to...
This way.
Yep.
I wouldn't get any on it. Never mind. Yeah, and I'm casting it down. Please.
Does it hit all of them?
You have to link it from your.
Con save, I'll do some con saves. God, these goblins are badass. So 1 creature. So the first one he rolled was an 18 as a con save.
Yep.
These goblins are the best. Start using goblins all the time.
Goblin armies in ever fun from now on.
Yeah.
It's only because we're level 3.
No, me rolling an 18 on Constitution has nothing to do with you being level 3.
I know.
If goblins was here, each one of those goblins would be wearing the other goblin as a hat.
Like a Russian doll, just slowly getting higher and higher and higher. So after Fayetta, if that's Fayetta's turn, it is then.
Is this like a doorway?
Yeah, it's kind of like just like saloon sort of like doors like that, but you can fly over them. They're not very high.
I want to like hide up in the corner of it, so I'm away from the arrows.
Yeah, you'd be able to find like tuck in there. You being a fairy and very small, you'd get yourself at least half cover from the arrows coming in, so that'll give you a +2 to your AC from arrows.
Sweet.
Unless you.
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, cool. So then we move to Frey.
It is a light cleric feature, those 2 spells, because I've just rebuilt the sheet again somewhere else, and boom, they're there again from the first. But I don't really.
You might be able to use it once per day.
Possibly,
So,
yeah.
I don't get on divinity or something.
Huh? No, it's not.
Well,
It's not that.
Huh.
It's just when I selected it. Let me hang on a sec. I'll pop it in the chat. Bear with.
It's all good. Yes!
Have they scored again?
No, the game's over. We've won 3-1, which means we're going to the final. From Papa John's. Sorry, I'm just reading this.
Yeah, so it's it's the third level ones. But they appear in my spell. But the other ones don't. I don't quite.
Dorian's got something similar with darkness, and that was level 2 spell. I've still not got level 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
But it's there because I'm high enough level.
Maybe I can cast them for.
Well, Flaming Sphere is.
I have Flaming Sphere. It's a level.
Was that not a second level spell?
It's a level 2 spell. Yeah.
Yeah, you just get it at level 3. You get that spell, so they should be second level spells.
Yeah.
So can I use them or not? Because I don't have any spell slots.
Yes.
But they're not actually an option when I've gone through the level 2 because it's already automatically chosen some for me.
That's once per day, usually. But I don't know.
Because when you get to level 3, you get those 2 spells added to your spell list. So they're not level 3 spells. I think Scorching Ray and Flaming Sphere are both second level spells.
I get them at level 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it looks like they've gone into my third level spell slot section on the sheet.
They have.
Yeah,
which her sheet now, and they are in the
third level spell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see.
So
No, you'd be able to cast them as second level spells anyway.
okie dokie, I'll bear that in mind, and that comes under the 2 level 2 spell slots I've got.
Yeah, I think so, because I think I'm going to go on my paladin. He has spells that he learns at different levels, and I think they just get added to my spell list of known spells, rather than being able to use them as a free resource a day. I believe.
I'll read up on it. So for now, I'm just gonna hit it with a warhammer.
How about that?
So,
which one are you attacking?
the one directly in front of me.
Okay, so you won't get advantage on that as it's not being flanked, but that one is being
Go on
flanked.
then. Go on then. I'll do that one. Boink. I keep forgetting about flanking. So I'm going to hit that one. Two-handed.
Do you want to roll another attack as you're flanking? See how well you flank?
So do a two-handed flank attack.
Okay, so we'll take the first one. So
Yep.
17 will hit.
For 7.
So yes, you do. He's staring at Fallon, like ready to attack him again, and he doesn't see the warhammer come. And
From
you
behind
just
this
kinda-
massive hammer, just smoosh.
just kind of hits him in the back of the
head.
skull, and it just kind of smashes like a watermelon, but from the back. The face stays the same, but the back of the head just caves in, and they say Fallon would just see a face of shock, pain, and then nothing as he just collapses into a heap.
I told you weren't doing a good job.
Me?
Goblin, no, talking to the goblin young lady.
Okay.
He was talking crap to me earlier, and
He won't
I just got the
anymore.
last word. No, he shall not.
And if that's Frey's turn done, we move to Twig.
I'm going to try the same thing again.
You do have advantage.
Oh! Victory!
So your first one would have missed as a sense, but then you hit with double the power.
First successful
12,
attack.
12, 12, 24.
So is that you add new rules for crits? How are you wanting to work those?
I was going to do it. It's max damage. Well, you roll a normal attack, but at the minute I think we're just doing it as it is on here. So I think I'll have to bring that into the next one so it doesn't automatically roll it.
Okay.
But it will be you will roll a normal attack plus your max damage from.
So you roll your
attack.
regular damage dice, and then whatever the max of that damage dice would be.
Yeah, just to make crits a bit more.
The same
You're not,
with
if you
all
roll
involved dice. So if you're rolling like 6d6 for a sneak attack, you roll your 6d6 and then add 36 to it.
yeah, it's just your max damage plus your roll rather than rolling twice the amount of dice.
Some guaranteed badass damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right on, yeah.
Just like there.
Oh,
so
no, that's
2d10,
these are.
and I've still only done 8
Ah.
damage. So it's like it would have been 13 with the new rules. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get that makes sense.
At least I just think it makes crits then feel like a crit. Rather, if you roll two like ones in your damage and
you
stuff
I
like
can roll
that.
2d10 and get 1-1. So I've still only
Yeah.
rolled 2 damage, which is less than the average of 1d10. So yeah, no, that makes perfect sense to me.
But again, that is enough. Is this Primal Savage? Is it kind of like a claw attack or?
Yeah, it's claws or teeth, basically. So yeah, you can either grow your claws or your fangs out, and they deal acid damage for me.
Yeah, so
yeah, I'm just gonna lengthened claws and just.
yeah, and it just slices through, and as it does, you see boils and burns start forming on his where these cuts are made, and smell of flesh burning sort of like burns your nostrils, but he does collapse, and he succumbs to his wounds, and he falls down dead. Next up is Fallon.
Oh, father. He's going to. I'm able just to step over the body.
Yeah. They're only goblins. They're quite small. I mean, you can step through with the body if you wish.
That's fine. I would like to, and I'd like to smash him in the face with my battle axe.
Yep, you have advantage because of flanking, and 19 will hit.
And that is 5.
So this is the one that arrived late, and that you hit him with your battle axe. You feel your steel cut through flesh, and again there's a flash of crimson as blood spills out, but he does not drop to his knees. He does keep his strength, but you can see fear in his eyes.
I will come for you in another 18 seconds.
It is their turn next, and what you all hear is 4 loud blasts of a horn, and this goblin is going to use his bonus action to disengage, as a goblin can, and he is gonna run out. Action to dash, and you will see that the 3 by the window also disappear, as if this horn is a sign for them to get out of there.
They were horny.
So that is the end of that combat.
I'd like to look back at the bar. I was like, come on guys, nobody? Anybody? Not see any of that?
You'll hear a few voices. I am risking my health before the competition.
Cowards.
You say cowards, I say smart. You did a good enough job, you didn't need our help.
We'd never need your help, but that's not the point. Morals, people. Have some morals.
These events happen every 10 years.
Exactly, there'll be another one.
Yes, but who knows what's going to happen
But
in 10 years?
nothing.
Frey's just going to inspect her warhammer for any blood or guts, wipe off any on any of the dead goblins, and then stow it behind her and just walk back into the tavern.
While Frey's doing that, Fallon is wiping his battle axe on her long cloak. But I imagine
Druidcraft to make everybody else smell like skunk.
Huh?
Twig's going to use Druidcraft to make all of the people that didn't help smell like skunk.
Oh, God, that's actually used for Druidcraft. Wow.
Having smelt the smell of everybody in there, I'm going to make my way out the way and go, nobody want to hear what that noise was about?
So, as soon as you step outside, Angela,
Yeah.
this is what you see.
Ah, birdie.
You
Hi.
step out of the building there, and you see those figures standing there.
I don't do anything. I just ignore them as if they're just normal people.
Well, you'd notice the one in the middle looks extremely well dressed.
He comes out and makes him smell like skunk.
Like maybe the most well dressed and most like expensive clothing you've ever seen on a person.
Okay, I'll hover over to about here, keeping my distance.
Yeah.
I'll do like a curtsy bow, and it's like, I do beg of your pardon. Could you tell me the direction to the games?
The games?
I want to follow outside and hear this.
No problem. Anyone who wants to go outside? Everyone going outside?
I was already outside making the smell of skunk.
You say you're not going out at the minute, Ali?
I say I'm going outside, sorry.
So yeah, everybody's outside. So you all go outside and you see this figure, well dressed, and he's surrounded by 3 knights. Twig and you all step out there. You see, and he answers your question. He goes, "The games? Oh, the games. I don't know if the games could continue.
Well, why ever not?
These bastard goblins. They've attacked the whole city. It's a distraction almost. The rewards, the prizes. They've stolen them."
We'll deal with them goblins for you.
Well, I heard the commotion and I saw these goblins running. Then I guess something had scared them away here, and I was going to ask for help. If you could, you would be greatly rewarded.
So, what might your main be? Because if you're entering the games, I'd very much like to cheer you on.
I don't participate in the games. I host the games. My name is Sarek Yar.
Sarek Yar, is that Sir or Prince or King?
Just call me Lord.
Hi, Lord.
But yes, I host the games. I award the gifts, the prizes, and well, we can't let anybody know there were no prizes. I need this. I need these items getting back, but I need them before the end of the competition.
Say no more. We'll sort it.
Go inside and tell everybody there's no prizes.
You going inside to tell everyone there's no prizes?
I'm trying to think whether the character would do it.
Is this the
To the cat,
competition?
does he care?
And he was like, discretion is key here. You will be well paid to keep this quiet, and if you can return before the end of the games with the prizes intact, then gold, magical items, whatever it is you require, we will do our best to do whatever you need.
We will do what must be done.
I will be right back.
Is this the competition?
Guys, this posh laddie-dar over here says it will get magic item. I'm still hovering too high for you. We'll get magic items, we'll get coins, but all the prize money's been stolen by bloody goblins of all things. Fancy taking out a few more with us?
Like the goblins we just killed?
Yeah.
Will
He'll give you anything we want. He's a lord. He's offered magical things. Lots of coinage, lots of catnip.
Is this the competition?
Yes, this is the competition. You have to find and kill as many goblins as you can.
Okay, and I'm going to start looking around for goblins.
So what do you say, guys? Are you in?
Yes, I will kill goblins.
Putty cat, you gonna follow this shiny light?
Twig heard that the goblin stole all of the prizes and has gone back inside to search the dead goblins for prizes.
Nice.
Are we the smartest bunch? Because I think we're the smartest bunch.
You're
Yes, of
very
course,
smart, darling.
Lady Frey. Of
You are
course we
so
are.
smart.
Do me an investigation, please, Twig.
I'm investigating around like this log pile for goblins.
You find
Follow, do
very
it.
little of use. You find some battered old weapons and empty gold pouches, maybe a bit of stale bread or fish, but you don't find anything much of use.
They'll come back out and go, nope, those goblins didn't have the prizes.
Did
Fallon?
you say insights? Is that for if you're telling the truth?
I would say just to see if Fieta was telling the truth when talking to Frey.
Oh, I think you all could hear the sarcasm in my voice when I was telling Faye that this is the competition.
She believed you. I'm not even gonna roll for it. She's just.
It was done with such sarcasm, it was obvious I was only talking to you with that bit and just like playing along. But Fallon, are you in?
Yes. I am here for the competition. I will find the goblins.
Excellent. Fallon,
Yes, Fieta.
are you in or not?
I'm here, aren't I? Of course I'm in.
Sweet, I'll go and tell him. Right, we've got a team. We'll kill some goblins and try and find prizes. What prizes are we looking for?
Before I tell you what there is, I do need you to promise that you will return them. I mean, these games are held every 10 years. They are majestic. They are marvelous. I mean, the prizes have to be equally marvelous. And
Guys, you better come down and listen to this.
Oh, I can't move. I can't move.
there is no goal. Oh, sorry. Well, I'll move you for the next one. You don't need to move on this matter, so but it's like it is very powerful magical items that we are promised as prizes.
Well, you obviously didn't have good enough security in the first place.
I don't think you understand. I mean, how many goblins did you see? You say goblins. The goblins was a diversion. There were more than goblins here. There were bigger and stronger creatures than goblins.
Hey, you just said the goblins stole it.
Well, the goblins were here as a distraction. I mean, I'm only saying goblins. I believe they're all part of one unit.
It's fine. We shall do what we must, but I must implore you to change your security.
I believe maybe everybody partied a little too hard last night. I mean, the celebrations
Drink.
are nothing
Drink.
but
Drink.
Yes, that's
exactly,
the
my
one.
friend. Exactly, my friend. And I believe everybody was a little bit relaxed. Anticipation for the games was maybe a little too high, and maybe yet we've never been attacked. I mean, we've been holding these games for centuries, and honor have always been upheld, and people have been here and never ever attacked us before.
So what are we looking for? You want us to get them? You need to tell us.
You will know them when you see them. These are the wondrous items.
We find the shiny things. Okay.
Ooh.
If you need to know what they are, then I am happy to tell you. But if these items do not return, then those who have them will be enemies of the state, and we will
Well, what
find
are
them.
they?
There's a sword. There's
I have a sword. Do you want that?
no. This is a slightly more expensive sword. There's a belt.
You try to say my stuff's not expensive enough for you now.
No. I just mean it's a
Yes,
little
he
rarer.
is.
Little rarer. I
Okay.
mean, this blade is. Let's just say it's exceptionally lucky.
Okay.
We have a belt that can increase one's strength. We
Okay.
have. You heard the horn. Well, we have a horn ourselves as a prize. A deck of cards. All look like mundane and average items, but believe me, they are very, very powerful.
And you believe
Chainmail.
were they taken at the same time?
They were all put together, ready for tomorrow. Well, ready for today's games. They were ready to be awarded to the champions
So
of
we will
different events.
find them all in one place together. If we find one of them, we will find all of them.
I believe
There's
so.
no
I
harm in
believe
looking.
they was all taken. But please, if you can fetch them back, then we will be in your debt.
Where are they?
It seemed after that horn, when they all headed west.
Okay, I head west.
To the west we shall go.
Frey. That's east, darling. This way.
Okay. I will find the weapons. And belts. And things. And the goblins. The goblins too?
I'm just going to whisper to Freya. I think Freya's has a weapon.
I'm just going to roll my eyes and go and see if I can perch myself on Frey's shoulder while she's walking off.
Are you coming, Twig?
Look, Frey's very wise, but she's not very intelligent.
Fallon's the opposite way. He's very intelligent, but not very wise.
So yes, if you're all leaving, going west, you leave the city. I will show you through this gate here.
Nice.
I'm zooming out. What gate?
So is that where we're
you
leaving?
can see this. This is where the games would have taken place,
Yes.
and you would have had lodgings somewhere in the areas around there.
Nice.
So you make your way heading west. I would need survival checks, please, to see if you can track said goblins.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Survival.
I'm not one for tracking things, I'm afraid, guys.
So I was
Twig
doing
starts tracking a
a
squirrel.
group check here, and between you all, you find tracks leading down this path. Goblins, slightly larger creatures as well. If anyone wants to know what they are, you can do like a history check or so to see if you can work out what creatures they may be.
Fucking over too.
Hang on.
Fallon and Frey, you're not quite sure.
No. Even less sure.
Faita's not too sure either. Definitely a bit more confused.
History check, you say?
Yes, just to see if you can work it out. You've seen them before. But Twig,
Graham.
You know that smell.
Twig has seen these, and yeah, you recognise these tracks. They look similar to goblin tracks, but slightly bigger. They are hobgoblin tracks as well.
Oh, they're friendly Scottish folklore. This is not Scottish folklore.
In that drink.
Yeah.
And I will give you one more bit because you did you critted that. You also see the prints of what looks to be a bugbear.
You see prints. Wow.
Footprints.
The artist formerly known as Footprints.
Yes.
Cool.
But yeah, you see these tracks, but now again, because you critted, I'm gonna make exceptions for crits in skill checks. You notice that not all the tracks lead directly down the path.
Okay.
Twig, good lad, which way are we going?
Can I tell which tracks lead in which direction?
You see the majority of them do lead down the path, but you can see several that head north and south. You just see separate tracks, like 2 or 3 tracks leading in each direction.
Okay. Can I expend a use of my wild shape to cast Druidic Companion to cast the spell Find Familiar?
Yeah.
I will summon a Fey Owl. So it's all the normal stats of an owl, but it's just a Fey Owl.
I would like to do the same, please, and then we can send them each direction.
Sounds like a plan to me.
2 owls.
Welcome
2
to my
owls.
world. Oh, welcome to my world. What's that? A trap in the distance, you say? Here, owl familiar, fly over there and see if you can see anything waiting for us in the bushes.
What does it mean if it says the familiar is a fae instead of a beast?
It's not
it's still the same. It's still an owl, but it's from a fae realm rather than the.
Oh, right.
It's
beast
just
realm.
a pretty colour.
Yeah, it looks prettier, and maybe it flies with the.
It's like a Pokemon shiny.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
it just changes its type. Like you know, how, like a wolf is a beast. You could have maybe a fey wolf. It's still a wolf, but it's just a fey wolf.
Yeah.
Fey wolf. Yeah.
It's full of rainbow flies.
I don't know how to give you guys control of it at the minute, but we'll work that out. What do you want to do with your owls?
North and south?
Yeah, I mean, can we see the terrain where we are? Because I'm still stood in a city.
Or are we just kind of here?
So I need to move you. Yes, I'm just putting you all on the couch on the token map. So you are here now. You're making your way downtown.
Downtown.
I have this map.
Do you want to send yours? I don't know, up or down.
I'll go north.
Okie dokie. So I'll send mine sort of in this general direction.
Cool. So yours go down there. Where do you want yours, Angela, to go roughly?
I don't know, just up north.
Go up
there.
north.
Yeah.
So perception checks from your familiars, please. Which I believe they have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or sight. So you would do a perception. They have a +3 as well.
So I got a 21 then.
A 21.
So it's just a 20 plus 3 at advantage, yeah?
Yes. So, Angela's, you telepathically linked to your owl. He tells you that he does spot 3 figures hiding in the trees to the north, as you got a 21.
I'll relay that information to everybody.
And Graham, yours will tell you that he spots a couple hiding down the southern areas. One on top of the hill, which is out of sight, and one hidden further west. This is what he can see.
Okie dokie. I
So,
will obviously share the information as well.
so as you share the information, I will show you what they see.
When I share the information, when I relay it back to everyone, instead of actually saying it in words, I'm gonna you know that really awkward thing that people do when they think they can do hand gestures to tell you where to go and where to look.
Give me a sleight of hand at disadvantage to see how well you do it. Then,
Yep.
if you unless you're
Yeah, you know what I'm on about, don't you? Where they like tap the hands as if they're in the army and they know what they're doing, but they really don't.
Watch doing that 20 up here.
Oh, it's only the top one, isn't it? So
yeah. So yeah, even though Fayetta has no idea what she's doing, you all seem to get a rough idea that she said there's 2 hobgoblins to the north and a goblin. Somehow you're able to understand exactly what she's trying to tell you.
And they're hiding.
She's doing hand signals that nobody's ever seen before, but you're all able to kind of pick up exactly what she's trying to get to
Does
you.
she also inadvertently kind of invent voguing?
obviously, I vogue, I rock star, I do a bit of everything.
I'm also going to guess that now you're going to call your owls back just because
Yeah.
you know there will be targets.
Smooshed.
Which, I mean, only a horrible person would kill a familiar.
Yeah. I know.
I shall call mine.
I never died from splash damage. I've never once actually targeted the fucking thing.
I know. I try not to overuse him.
Yeah, you just equip him with a breath weapon.
I know.
Yeah.
But
But this is why when I watched that video earlier on of what you are, I was like, yeah, I like to find combinations of spells.
Sorry, what was that about breath weapons?
Breast weapons for the owl.
No, I was like, doesn't Bogwood got a breath weapon as well?
He does. Yeah.
He does. Yeah, and wings. So, but yes. Anyway, let's carry on. So that you have been told this information, so it's up to you guys. As you now know the things are there, we can move into initiative order off the bat, or if you want to get yourselves into positions and whatnot first, it's up to you guys.
I have a particularly cunning plan.
Do it.
If everybody's cool with it.
Are you
Whatever it
tell
is,
us
just
first,
do it.
or just do it?
Shenanigans!
Seeing that there's knowing that there's 3 of them hiding in the trees just over yonder. Hang on. I will move forward ever so slightly. I want to get it around about there. I am going to cast the level 2 spell Flaming Sphere in the tree line, hoping to set all of the trees on fire.
What is it 10 feet or?
It's a 20-foot radius. I'll link it in for you.
Yeah. I know any bonus action you can move the spear. I was tempted to take that with Hailman at the beginning, but because we had 2 red and gold dragons who were fire dragons, Dragonborn, I thought, I won't take any fire spells. And then they both left.
And it ignites anything flammable, not being more. Wait, is it a 20-foot radius? Hang on. 5-foot diameter sphere, rather. It just sheds light in a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so you putting it, what about there? Or where that, I'm in the wrong thing.
Sort of in the middle of them 2 there, sort of like there.
Yeah, so yeah, you can cast that, and a flaming sphere just ignites, and the whole tree seems to start setting alight, and you see the leaves start turning brown and crinkling up, and you can hear the crackling of bark burning.
And Frey's just going to look and she's like, I can do that too. I'm not going to, but I can. Should we roll in initiative order?
Yeah.
Unless anyone's got any other random shenanigans they want to do.
Nah, no shenanigans left.
I just figure it'll stop them hiding in those trees.
Well, my initiative is
one on initiative.
Wait, you saw my 2 D20 rolls.
Yeah.
So even with a 5, I'm still going before them.
Even with a 3 and a 2.
Tell you what, the goblins are better than hobgoblins. What's that? Fallon 17, Fate 11. So yes, we will then get into initiative order, and again, it's Fayetta to start the initiative.
Okay, I'm not sure how familiars work.
You can either roll it into initiative yourself, or I think we often say it just goes on your turn. It has
do it on my turn.
It has its own turn, but you can communicate telepathically. It's not an action or bonus action to communicate.
What can it do?
An owl can do flyby for 1, which means it can get into an enemy's melee range without having a opportunity attack. What else can it do? Give me a second, I have my familiar list for my Black Blaze notes. So I'll be able to tell you in 1 second.
Can it give people advantage or bonuses and stuff?
Yes, it can give the help action. An owl. It can move 60 feet. It has an AC of 11, 1 HP, passive perception 13, but they fly by, so they don't get opportunity attacks on them, so you can fly it into combat to give the help action and then fly out.
Okay. So for now, I will just leave it be, and I will What will I do? I need to get closer anyways. Right, my flying speed, my walking speed. Do I have a walking speed, then a flying speed, or is it just one?
Just have one.
I'm going to move up behind this bush
Cool.
and hide in the bush.
Are you actively trying to hide?
Yes.
Give me a quick stealth check just to see how well you can hide. So
so I'm a ferret and I'm sat on top of the bush.
Yeah, you think you're hidden maybe, but yeah, you're not quite as well hidden as what you think you are.
That's fine. Is hiding an action?
With a 6 stealth, I'd say you didn't hide very well. So I will say that was just a bonus action to hide there. Just you drive all over there, and you just try to get yourself in cover.
I pulled out my short bow. I went to take a shot, and there was bushes in my way, so I didn't get very far.
So no, yes, arrow kind of gets hit by 1 or 2 of the twigs, and it kind of like just doesn't make it as far as you'd like, and just falls to the floor.
And then I'll tell my owl to. I can give the help thing before they go into combat, can't I?
Well, it takes the help action, so you could tell on its turn to fly in and give the help, help somebody.
Who's that?
That is Fallon.
Right, so on its turn, can it go and help Fallon?
Yeah, what would you like it to help him do, though?
I don't know what he's going to do, so I don't know.
No.
No, never mind then. We'll leave it be.
You leaving him there, or do you want the owl to follow you, or?
Yeah, he can follow me.
I think. Are you classed as tiny as a fairy, or just small?
No, I'm classed as small. But I was speaking to Kat about changing it to tiny, but obviously that was in her campaign, not yours.
Cool.
So I don't know.
No, well, we'll work it out. But so after Theater's turn, oh sorry, it should have been Fallon's turn first. But well, I'll change that for beginning next time. Sorry, Ali. You often like to go after somebody else anyway.
I do, to be fair. Okay, I'm going to use my movement to get to here.
Cool.
I'm going to attack this hobgoblin over here with Firebolt.
Go for it.
I can find it. There we go.
That hits.
Are you fucking shitting me?
And as you do so,
Oh my!
you kind of like you see a very, very small blister form on his shoulder as he's just singed as the firebolt hits him, but just doesn't seem to be very strong.
Just burns off one of his eyebrows.
Fallon's just thrown a Zippo at him.
I mean, you hit him square on. It's a great shot. Just the fireball just wasn't very hot.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It
It's a
wasn't.
lukewarm ball.
Premature ebolculation.
That is valid.
Let it off too early.
Oh,
Yep.
that's fireball all over. All or nothing.
Yep. There's a reason I don't use it very often, but hey ho. That is it. That's Fallon's.
Cool. So then it is then Frey's turn.
Okay, so she is going to see where everyone is hitting. So I have. Oh, hang on, 30. 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm just going to stand alongside here, and I'm going to use Guiding Bolt to aim at this dude here. So if it hits, then the next person gets advantage as well, but also 4d6 radiant.
So you make a ranged spell attack. It says
Yeah, 15.
that's a 15. So is that on that one there? So yeah, that misses. Unfortunately.
Piss. That's all I've got. So she sees it sail overhead and misses. Sulks a little bit. Because it was going to be
A little bit
cold.
recurring memory of the throwing knife and missing on the dragon the night before.
Yeah.
And then in her head she can hear, drink,
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 drink.
drink.
But yeah, after that we then move to Twig.
Okay. I want my owl just to sort of hover out of melee range in the middle of the map area, just sort of keeping an eye around.
Well, like there.
Yeah, just in case anybody tries to leg it, he might see where they go, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right, what is the best thing for me to do right now? I don't appear to be able to control my character. Why not? I could before. 1 second, I need to refresh. Doesn't seem to want to let me control my token.
I thought you've already moved it once.
That's why it was weird, because I could do it before, because I moved earlier. Roll 20 being roll 20.
I think I can move it for you at the moment somehow.
It's letting me do it now.
Ah.
15. 30. Sneak up to him through the trees.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get any sort of benefits or bonuses from sneaking, just for the funny.
Very feline, catty of you,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Open my character sheet again, won't be a second.
But you do get advantage. Oh no, because the guy bot missed, didn't it?
Otherwise it would have been cool. But no, it's lame instead.
So as a bonus action, I get to move my sphere, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So what I'll do, copy this out. So my sphere is currently here.
Yes. You can move it 30 feet.
I want to move it and ram it into this guy.
Cool.
I know there was something in the spell description about.
Let's make the saving throw.
against Sphere's damage.
So it's a dex saving throw.
Failed to save. So roll the damage, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
2d6 fire.
It will be. I'll just pop it in as an actual attack. Come on. Cast at what level? 3.
Oh, I hate when it does that.
7 points of fire damage it'll take.
Which is just the right amount to kill the goblin.
Okay, and then the sphere will stop like, sort of on the goblin's space. So my sphere
Yeah.
is hovering there. And then
He's
I'll use my
slowly
action,
turning to ash as he's laid on the floor.
and then I'll use my action to attack this guy in front of me.
Cool.
And I'll nat 1 it.
So, and that one, so you've sneaked through the woods and you've tried, and you jump out to try and claw with your acid claws, and as you do so, you slip as you do, and a cat unusually doesn't land on all 4 paws, and he's going to land prone in front of the hobgoblin.
God damn it. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the arse on its turn in about 2 seconds, not at all.
It is their turn next. It is the top. They rolled a 3, so. But this one is going to. The one furthest away, anyway, has got 30 feet of movement. So. gonna grow you. Stop it.
Ooh, he's gone squished.
And then he's going to use his action to dash and get into melee with Frey. Then the other one is going to attack one-handed with his longsword. So it's just a 16 to hit.
That will miss.
That will miss.
Yeah, I've got an AC of 17.
Yeah, no worries then. So yeah, he swings, and as he does, you see Twig start doing what looks like a little bit of breakdancing and sort of like spinning, and is able to dodge as he tries to stab him with his.
That thing that cats do when they're led on their back and they sort of roll and go all sort of arch to one side. Anyone with a cat knows what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, you're just squirming and twirling, and yeah, he tries to like stab down with his sword, and he misses as you're able to just wiggle out the way.
I have to keep reminding myself you're talking about the animal.
God, I can't believe I had advantage and I missed. And then the hobgoblin that you've seen down the bottom here is going to do a longbow attack towards Frey, but seeing arrow fly towards her, kind of gets caught in the bushes and where she is hiding, and it's going to embed itself into a branch and miss. And the goblin will use his short bow and try to attack. And he's going to miss also.
Sweet.
Because these guys suck. The first goblin crew are the best.
Original goblin crew, man.
But then that takes us back to the top of the round with Fallon.
That's fine. I'm going to move up to this hobgoblin and smash him in the face with a battle axe.
Cool.
There's a 16 hit.
You have advantage.
There's an 11 hit.
A 16 misses.
Ouch.
As you try and attack him with your battle axe, you see he's able to kind of just duck out of the way, and the axe goes straight over his head and misses.
That's fine. As a bonus action, I'm going to recast Blade Song.
Cool.
Played my turn.
And then next up, then back is Fayetta.
I'm going to send my owl to use a help action with Twigs.
With Twig? Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, I know this is uphill, but can I fly diagonally up?
Yeah, we'll say you can for now.
So I'll come to there, and I will cast...
The 1 minute while you work out that.
Okay. But nothing really useful.
It's definitely Scott's headset.
Yep,
I
absolutely.
That's the sound all the goblins are making while they're like.
That's all I can hear now.
So instead. Dead probably won't hit.
You should have used your owl to help you. Give you advantage on that attack and you would have crit hit. That would have been funny. This fairy just flies up from a little bit lower down. Bonk!
Not the mama, not the mama.
I'm thinking of
Steve's got to let you wrap it and change your mind.
Huh?
It's a haunting sound.
It's got quite a beat to it though.
Is it the tissue train for the railroad? Hello there.
Hello.
I tried to bonk it on the head, but I only got a 13.
A 13.
Roll for
Yes.
bonking.
So unfortunately, that would just miss the goblin.
I expected as much. But that's it for me.
That's it for you. Then we move to Frey.
So Frey is going to see this dude in front of her. How tall are they?
Hobgoblins
Just for
are
flavour.
taller than. They're medium, so they'd be about 5-6 foot tall. They're taller than goblins.
Okay. She's just going to hold out her palms and cast Sacred Flame.
Cool.
4. That ain't gonna hit, is it?
Yes. Yes, it will hit. He doesn't dodge
Oh,
it.
4's the damage. I was like, oh, that's a 4. I see.
So 4 points of damage.
It's something.
As it. So that was it. They had just a bright flashing light, kind of just out of the palm of her hands, and hits the hobgoblin, and does a little bit of damage. He doesn't seem to be too deterred or too much pain from that one.
Okay.
And then next up is a prone Twig.
So I'll use half my movement to stand up.
I don't know if I'm going to change that, because that seems to be like standing up half your movement seems a bit excessive.
I don't
doesn't
know,
it?
you
For a
haven't
cat, I can move quite nimbly on all fours, so you know.
Although it does take me half movement when I try and stand up. So you can see that.
It takes half my energy just to get off the sofa.
I'm getting there.
And I assume now with advantage, because I've got Fayetta's owl using the help action to help me.
I will say, yeah, it flies by and kind of like starts flapping around its head to distract it, giving you advantage.
Does a 9 hit?
Oh god, I'm used to Graham rolling like 74 and stuff for hits to Bugbear, but no, that misses. But as you do that, the also Fayetta's owl is going to move out of melee range as well. But yeah, you swipe and unfortunately miss.
That's fine, and then I'll use my bonus action to pull my flaming spear into him as well.
Cool. That's a dex save. So that's a fail. So that's 2d6 fire damage.
Okey-dokey. I'm just going to do it as just a 2d6 roll. Seven point fire damage.
So as you do it, you see the small little blister that he had on his shoulder just start growing and growing as this flaming sphere just bashes into him, and you see it, the skin start charring, and you do a considerable amount of damage.
So it's now bonked into him and he's sat right behind him.
I know, there was something about that as well, though. If
he ends his turn there, he
ends
takes
his turn.
2d6 fire damage.
That's it. So, well, it is his turn next. And standing next to this flaming sphere, he will try to get away from it. That makes sense to me. So he will be moving, which will get a opportunity attack from yourself.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, good roll. Ah, damn it.
And he's going to start making his way down the path, start running to the direction where you see the rest of the tracks leading down. And then the ones at the bottom here, the goblin, after dodging the great club attack, is going to attack with his scimitar, and that's a 23 to hit Fayetta.
That'll definitely hit.
It's 5 slashing damage. I'm going to use goblins all the time now.
Just amp them up a bit and just keep throwing goblins. With more
I don't even
HP.
think I'm going to grab them. I'm just going to swarm you. You know, like from The Hobbit when they're in the goblin cave.
No.
There's going to be a tidal wave of goblins.
Goblin,
Oh, good.
I know. Sam will be putting him to sleep.
Yeah.
Greg will be fireballing. Dolian will be
Using Bugbear.
hiding behind Bogwood and using his bow.
Bring it on.
Bob probably won't be there.
Burn on you.
Love you, Callum. Love you.
Yeah, sorry, Callum, if you're watching. Then, yeah, the other hobgoblin is going to start making his way towards the other hobgoblin to see why he's running. So that'll be their turn. Then we move back to the top of the round with Fallon. That's lucky. So yeah.
Poor Frey nearly lost a limb.
Yeah. So yeah, Fallon swings his battle axe, and for a second it looks as if he's about to hit Frey, but as that swings, she moves out the way a little bit, and then you plunge your axe straight into his chest.
Yes.
And yeah, it damages him quite a lot, and you can see like a big wound that appears, a large gash over his chest, but he's still managing to keep hold of his weapon, his longsword, and still looking determined to do his job.
That is fine, that is my turn.
Next is Fayetta.
Fayetta, I am out having a cigarette at the minute, so would you roll it for me, please?
Yeah.
If possible. I would like to. I'm going to look at the dude that hit me, and it's like, you hit me. Like, you actually hurt me. And then I would like to rage.
Rage.
Yep, that's a bonus action. And then I'm going to swing at it again with my great club. Give it a loud battle, like, ah, as I do.
I'm just loving it, this little thing.
So you crit hit.
Yes!
Amazing. Amazing.
Don't fuck with me.
Yes, as because it's a crit kill, a one hit kill, do you want to describe how this little fairy is going to rage and then attack with a great club?
So
I imagine he's kind of dragging it.
Same size. Yeah. I've got some strength.
I
pull it up above my head, and as I bring it down onto his head, going, ah! I just smash through his head, and literally great axe straight through the head.
Yeah.
Great
You
straight through the head.
smash his head into pieces.
It's clubbing season, y'all!
I love the image of Fayetta being Tinkerbell sized, and Fayetta using a great club, but to the rest of us, she's just got a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say all we can see is just this giant club just moving around.
You can't see her. You can't see her.
Yeah.
Oh man, have I just wasted a crit on one of your attacks? You guys.
Thank you.
So glorious.
You're welcome.
Generous.
Does Fayetta want to do any moving or anything now that one's dead? Or
Yep, I will move my full distance. Let me just see how far that is. Removed there. Right.
cool. Are you owl? Are you giving your owls any?
I'm gonna ask my owl to fly up around like this direction and see if there's anything else. Just to do like a little circular loop.
So, yeah, I mean it can get to about there. So it gets to about there. And it starts making traveling, following the tracks and following the path, seeing if it can see anything. It can't see anything more at the moment, but.
Sweet.
Then next up is Frey.
Okay, Frey is going to give up on the spells for a moment and just hit him with a warhammer.
And then you'll have advantage.
Because I'm flanking. Okay. So I'm going to hit two-handed. That wasn't very good.
So now again, you swing and he's moving side to side and quite nimble on his feet, and he's able to just step out the way of the blade, or the warhammer, as he sees it coming towards him.
This is not going well.
Anything else Frey would like to do?
No, she just says, this is not going well. And no, that'll do me.
Sorry. Can I retcon my movement back to there?
No.
No, that's fine.
Yes, no, of course you can, yes, it's okay. I was just supposed to say no for once.
On
yeah, cool.
movement.
That's the hill you choose to die upon. Moving.
It's not
Choose my battles with you.
It's not a very high hill to die on.
But then, yes, we move then to back to Twig.
Bonus action to ram my flaming spear into this guy again.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
It's concentration for a minute.
So yeah, this time he's able to dodge out the way. Does that mean he takes half damage?
Half damage, yeah. So 2.5 rounded up to 3, unless you round down.
No, round up.
So 3.
Yeah, 3 HP left. So that'd have been a bit harsh to leave him with 1. So yeah, this time he's running. He's trying to get away, and as he does, this flaming spear just hits him in the back, and you see sort of his hair starts singeing and burning away, and his armor starts burning, and smoke coming out of his eyes, his nose, and he kind of just goes to scream, and nothing comes out. There's another plume of smoke as he collapses.
Awesome. Then
Dead.
I'm going to use my racial trait, feline agility, to double my movement speed for this turn. So I can get all the way down to this guy.
Yep.
Get my owl to use its action to fly by and sort of cause distraction for advantage.
Yep.
And slash him up. Does a 6 hit?
We are bringing out the heavy hits now.
Unfortunately, just misses.
That's me.
So the owl will go back to where it was, so it's out of melee range. Next up is this one here. Is I don't think I used him last time, did I?
I don't think so.
Probably
No.
not.
He is going to attack Frey, as I think Frey was the last one to attack him. So it's a 13.
That doesn't hit, but just check. No, that's fine. It's just I've got a reaction, but it's only affects if he actually lands the attack, so otherwise it's not worth it.
And then the other one. I never even got to use that. He's gonna attack Twig. But yeah, he rolls, and yeah, Twig is again agile and moving around, and they both miss their sword attacks. And then we move to top of the round with Balon again. You've duplicated a lot of dice rolls on advantage. It's amazing. But no,
We've
again,
had some weird rolls this session.
This guy is dancing, and he's able to. He's almost like he's a blade singer, the way he's dancing as he's fighting, but you again missing as you slice down with your battle axe.
I don't like was just that's my turn.
Then we move to Fajita.
Okay, I am just going to do this one moment. Just a moment. 2. Right, so I am going to wild shape into a giant centipede. Is that? Hang on, let's check the CR rating of that. Yeah, quarter.
What are you?
I'm a barbarian druid. Fairy. The barbarian side was literally just for my bad temper.
Like 1 level in barbarian, 2 levels in druid.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it. Primal rage barbarian pack in a bit.
I'm gonna move up to there, and the only thing they can do is bite. So I'm gonna attempt to bite.
You will have advantage.
Sweet.
I like that roll.
So a 16.
+4. I think Centipede has.
+4, yep.
So 20, so that will hit.
So that's 3d6 poison damage.
It's
And you need to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
I think you also have to do a 1d4 +2 piercing for the actual bite.
Sweet. Oh yeah, 1d4 +2. Duh.
I'm also fairly certain, rules as written, if you rage and then wild shape, you maintain rage, so that's an extra +2 damage from rage as well.
He's already dead. Leave
That's
him
not,
alone.
that's not going to stop her.
But yeah, he's facing Twig, having a little battle with Twig, and this giant centipede just comes scuttling up behind and bites him in the back of the neck.
I've gone from a tiny little fairy to a giant centipede.
Crazy.
It's still, I mean, to be fair, it's a giant centipede, but it's still a small beast.
Yeah.
Or are you a giant centipede that wild shapes into a fairy?
You'll never know. That's it for my turn. Oh, my owl, it'll go and...
Like it's still a little creepy crawly that the cat's really going to want to catch.
Is it heading
My
that
owl's
way
going to
still?
go and cause distraction over here again.
Cool. Well, it is Frey's turn next, so that would give Frey... Frey's already got advantage.
Just get
It
double
helps.
advantage.
I was just thinking, am I going to let advantages stack? But then you guys are too good at planning this thing, so...
I mean, we're not good at hitting things at the moment. Well, I'm not
No.
anyway. So I get advantage. I'm just going to try and fucking hit it again with my warhammer. So she's going to heft it up again, bring it round.
I'm sorry, no. You're able to swing and a miss is the expression that comes to mind.
Maybe she has a delayed reaction to the alcohol from yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, this hobgoblin is dodging everything that you're throwing at him at the minute.
Hey, stand still. Let me
Like,
hit
God,
you.
you kill me.
That's the idea.
Next up, though, is Twig.
Bonus action to throw my flaming spear into his back as well.
Let's see what the dex save is. Oh, he does save, so it'll just be a single d6. He's dead.
And I'll drop concentration on it so it peters out of existence and doesn't burn the other two.
Thank you.
Fizzles away. So that is the end of that combat. I do have one other plan, but I don't know if it's getting too late for people to finish it off. It's
How long?
a bigger fight than this. It depends how well you hit things, but...
Go on, we'll give it a go.
Well, I'm guessing you was going to carry on moving anyway.
Yeah, obviously.
Um,
I've been saving a wild shape just for the because I knew there was a bigger fight coming. I know I want to be
I've
a
been
bear.
saving something as well.
Why do you think I've not been using the spells?
I mean, it's technically my day off today, so...
There you go. Treat yourself.
Where is everybody? Frey.
It's already late. It can't get much worse.
Mark's out late tomorrow, so this is only fair.
Andy got to go to the pub the other day.
Why do you think I let it go? He's away next week as well, so.
D&D every day.
So yes, you follow up the path. I'm guessing you wouldn't be silly enough once you see a sort of loosely made fortification where you see just like trees have just been hammered in to make a sort of fence around a little encampment. You would see, I guess, a goblin and a hyena that seems to be patrolling this gate.
I assume Angela is thinking the same as me, in that we'll send our owls over the top.
I was just about to ask, can I still send my owl in? I'm not centipede anymore, am I?
Only if you've dropped your wild shape.
So
No, I've dropped my wild shape. It's off now, it's fine.
That's what you see. You see a bugbear with next to a dire wolf.
oh,
You see 3 goblins, 2 hyenas, and a hobgoblin in the camp.
so guys, who wants to be invisible?
I'm gonna look at Twig.
Should I be invisible?
I don't know, should you be?
Ooh. Right, are we entering initiative straight away so that it's 6 seconds per round of whatever we do?
I'm just gonna, yeah, if we get into the initiative order first, we can then obviously work out what we want to do. Fucking Fayetta is just like a going first every time sort of machine, isn't she?
And yet, every other game I like to go last.
I like to be second or third in initiative. It's comfortable.
Like I say, I'm happy for you to switch places in the initiative after you've rolled if you ever want to in this.
In this instinct, I'm happy to go first.
So, but are you, yeah, before you actually go into the initiative order though, are you wanting to move around the map before they spot you, or are you just wanting to go into initiative order straight away?
I don't want to go there.
Cool. And then it's just, is Fallon and Twig staying where they are, or do they want to move before we get into initiative?
Yeah.
I will, for now, go over here.
Cool. So we will start the initiative order now, and we start with Fayetta.
Do they all speak common?
The hyenas don't. Goblins.
What about the wolf?
Goblins do. A dire wolf won't. Bugbear should.
That's fine. In that case, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. And I'm going to charge up here and say, I want to challenge your alpha.
And they will say, you want to challenge the alpha? He's just in the middle of camp. And
A good alpha never turns down a challenge.
The goblin will slightly step aside. I'm afraid goblins are sneaky, and he, as soon as you walk past, will try to stab you in the back.
Of course.
Well,
Sneaky, sneaky, stabby, stabby.
yeah.
Like river
Nope.
A 14, but it misses as you do, but you would notice it does take a sneaky shot at your back as you walk past.
So I try and say, "What's up? You scared I'm gonna take out your alpha?"
And he just say, "Yeah, I just don't like your face."
Yeah, well, my face doesn't like you. Hey, alpha boy, doggy, here boy.
And as you say that, this guy turns around and says, "I'm not a doggy.
I'm talking to Wolfman next to you.
That's my wolf."
I want to challenge your wolf.
The wolf isn't Alpha Bar. He hasn't eaten today. I'm quite happy to send him your way. Oh, you're still a Jello Centipede, aren't you?
No, I've
Alright.
dropped it because we've moved on quite a bit, haven't we?
It was yeah, maybe just like 15, 20 minutes walk. It's we've made a camp not too far. What's the matter now?
Oh, nothing. Just taking the AC down.
So, but yeah, if he will send, well, when it's his turn, he will send the dog down to fight you.
I'm just seeing if this is actually a big waste of time or not. Can I transform into a dire wolf?
I think it's a CR1,
Ah,
a dire wolf. Yes.
You can.
but you know what? I'm gonna think that I can. I'm gonna think that I can. And I'm gonna go wolf on wolf. And I transform into, oh god, a 1. Okay, I'm ready to die. I transform into a baboon.
I don't know,
Nice.
baboons are savage. They rip faces off.
It's the first one on the list and I rolled a 1. Oh god. Baboon. Can it do anything?
It can bite for 1d4
Okay, fantastic.
minus
Within
1.
5 feet.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I like knocking.
he sees you do that, and this the bugbear just starts howling with laughter. You want to fight my
Does the
wolf?
hyena laugh as well?
Just to-
I'm sorry, guys.
Don't apologise for it. Oh,
Because I was torn between turning into a brown bear or a dire wolf, but now in canon, Twig's heard you suggest that and gone, well.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Maybe it was all
Yeah.
a ploy, and then this dire wolf comes charging through the front gate.
The baboon jumps and rides on its back.
So, for my baboon then,
Yes.
he's just gonna turn back and bite this guy. What was it, a D4?
Yeah. Oh no, you got it'd be a D20 to attack first. So
Oh
it's
yeah, duh.
you get +1. That's a 6, but unfortunately a 6 is not quite enough to.
I'm still in shock that I'm not a wolf. I went to attack like a wolf would, and that's when I realised I was actually a baboon.
You called me a baboon. That's the ugliest, smelliest, stupidest monkey of them all. I don't know if you remember the line from Simpsons.
I'm just temptation to turn into a giant weasel so we can be baboon and weasel.
It's his Twig next.
I am. That's a
I'm
deep
going
pull.
to.
I love that show.
Because obviously we've had turns ended. I can use feline agility again, so I'm going to use that to double my movement speed. 1, 2, 3.
Fun fact for no one but Ali, the voice of I Am Weasel was Michael Dawn.
Ooh.
say that again.
I'm just going to get myself right up in there.
Right, you ran past the goblin and the hyena.
Oh yeah.
The goblin wasn't very good last time.
Pretty good that
Shit.
time.
Say again.
No, it's only 7.
It's fine.
And the hyena, which I haven't got the hyena's stats up at the minute, but that is still laughing After the baboon transformation, it won't attack that one.
Right, okay. And then I will use my bonus action to wild shape into a direwolf. We should just move my character token out of the way so you can stick another direwolf down for me. There we go.
Giant hyena.
I'm going to see that and go, that's what I'm supposed to be.
I will then just use my attack to make a bite attack at the bugbear bloke.
Cool, so direwolf. There's +5, yeah.
Right, okay, so I'll roll a straight d20.
So far there's no stealth in this whatsoever.
I rolled a 10.
That misses!
Can I get my owl to give me a hand and have advantage on that?
You can.
Yay! Try that again. Where is my...
Oh, our owls can give us advantage.
Anybody.
Oh wow.
There we
good to
go,
know.
dirty 20, that's more like it.
So that will hit.
So it's 2d6 plus 3 for a direwolf.
2d6 +3, yes.
9 damage and some sort of saving throw.
Yeah, strength saving throw from being knocked prone, I think it is.
Yes.
So where is Bugbear? So a strength.
Okay, so he still stood up, but I bit him.
Yeah. Well, did a reasonable amount of damage as well. He definitely felt that. So after all that has gone on, and you now, it's now Fallon's turn.
Now, what would Fallon do? To be fair, no, Fallon's going to move here, and he is going to cast Thunderwave. And I will do the damage for that in a second.
So where are you aiming that roughly? Because that's either going to hit.
Centered on self.
Centered on the self.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, you'll be able to hit both of the hyena and the goblin. Con save. Goblin.
Yeah, nice.
Got it 13. That's a fail. And the hyena. The 18. So, but the goblin doesn't.
It's half damage on a successful save.
Well, the goblin just. The thunder wave just kind of deafens, and you just see his ears just start bleeding as this explosion of noise happens, and he's gonna collapse. And half damage, we'll say 4. So the hyena is. You see one leg sort of buckle a little bit as it seems to have taken a huge amount of damage, but it's still on 3 legs.
That is fine, and that is Fallon's turn.
Cool, so next is my turn. So the first thing that's going to happen is, would a hyena attack a baboon?
Is he still laughing at me?
He's just been hit by a thunder wave. He's no longer laughing. But if it's, yeah, he's seen that come from Fallon, so he's going to step forward and try to bite Fallon.
Good luck.
Does an 8 hit?
Oh, nice, yeah, no.
Then the hobgoblin is going to start making his way down towards you guys. He's going to dash. He's going to get to there and wait. This one is they're going to start making their way around there to almost block off an escape route. And the other goblin is going to fire his short bow into, I'd say it'd be the dire wolf, so 19.
Does he know which wolf to hit?
Have you made an exact copy, or?
It's just another dire wolf. Isn't it?
I'll tell you what we'll do. He will roll an intelligence, and if it's 10 or higher, he got it right. If it's 10 or lower, he gets it wrong.
Oh,
He got
Worth
it
a
very
try.
right.
So it's just 5 piercing damage to
Dire wolf me.
Direwolf Twig. Next up is the Direwolf, which is going to attack you, which is a 13, but he has advantage. So a 13 to hit. The Bugbear, after being bitten, he kind of picks his.
Me with 2 fucking maces.
Well, no, he only has one single attack. It's just a Morning Star attack, but he's quite good with it.
wow.
Where's my adamantium armor when I
Ouch!
Oh, it's almost max damage as well. That is max damage.
It is max damage.
Oh, it's a crit there.
No, it's 3 away from max damage.
But still, that's so 36 points of damage.
Yeah, 38 is max damage for that bugbear. Yeah.
Oof.
26 points of damage. 18 plus 8, 26. Lovely.
I know, but then that's their turnover, and next up it is Frey to enter
Oh.
the fray.
I am probably going to make my turn, then I have to go. But feel free to carry on with my character. So I'm going to enact my Radiant Soul. So basically I grab a pair of wings and look all angelic and shit.
Down's a Red Bull.
Yeah. But it also gives me extra radiant damage to one target when I deal damage with an attack or a spell, and lasts for whatever. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm going to go here, but that is my action. So I am hovering menacingly, wreathed in divine light, and it gives me extra radiant damage whenever I attack with an attack or a spell. So I am going to finish there, but please feel free to continue with it. I do have healing if it's needed.
Yes. Okay.
So I will finish there and say good night.
Night.
Right.
Good luck for tomorrow,
Yes.
Let me
fingers
know.
crossed.
and I'll see you all soon.
See you soon.
See you later. Take care, cat.